Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blend 3D car creation channel. This is the 14th part of a series of modelling series that I'm doing on a 1905 Gordon Bennett racer. There's a series of races back in the early 1900s, and this was a car that was manufactured to race in that racing series. Anyway, the last part of the episode before, we'd done the chassis, or started the chassis rail. Now all I've done since then is simply add loop cuts to here and here and here to here, which you can do at your leisure. Now moving on, so if you look in side view, we're here. Now we need this to come round, shape round here and terminate around here. So looking at the top view, that's where we need to go. So if we look at the reference material before, so the width stays the same, yet there is a gradual slope up, and then a semicircle around to here. It terminates around there, and then there's a sort of a knuckle to add on at the end. So what we'll do is go to there, and then I'll model that at a later stage. Okay, so let's get that bit done first. So where I've left it, turn the reference images off for a start. Right, where I'd left it, I'd actually got faces in the end. So this will be the first port of call, is to get rid of these faces. So press Z and go into wireframe. Press 7 on your keypad, and these should all be in line. These. So what I'm going to do before I do anything else is to grab those and press S, Y, and 0. So put them in a straight line. Okay, so when you turn it, that's where we are. Okay, now what we'll do now is we'll get rid of those faces. So press X, get rid of faces. So when you put it back into solid, as you can see, there we are. There's our there's the end of our chassis. Now to continue this, we'll press Alt and grab the last edge loop, which is like so. Go into top view and put the image references back on. Control and D, Shift and D will copy that selection. Then press your left mouse button or return, and then just simply move it I'm going to move it to the end here. Okay. Now go into side view, and I'm going to just put the reference image up here so we can see it. So in effect, we'll grab those. So B, range select, just grab those, make sure that nothing else is selected, and we'll just simply move these down to around about here, a bit lower I think, yeah. Drop it in line. If you look, it's just about in line with the centre, so we'll drop it to here. Okay, and now get rid of the blueprints What I want to do is to grab that last line we had. So here, okay. Press B, range select, highlight that. Go into edges and press bridge edge loops. Okay, so we're here. Let's move the camera. So go into this little box here and we'll toggle the number of cuts. So that's going down the wrong way, isn't it? Let me see. We don't want it there. So let's take the number of cuts back. Right, put the number of cuts into 1. Go into side view. I'm trying to think here what we do. No, we definitely don't want twist. Trying to look at that. I've not used this before, as you can see. Right, press Ctrl Z, come out of there. So we'll go into it again. So press Edge, Bridge End Loops. Now what we want is a series of cuts that come round in a gradual curve. So what I'll do first off is to put Control and R and put one through the middle, and I'll move that up to about here. Then we'll put another one in, Control R here, and set it in the middle, bring it up slightly. Then we'll put another one here, bring that up slightly. Put the subdivision surface on, see how it is. Press Z, solid. Right. So let's take this out of the way. It's just trial and error now, and to get the, I think that one's okay. So we'll move this one up slightly. I think that one's okay. We might have to add some more in. So put another loop cut in here. And just bring that up. Right, okay. I know what to do. So let's take these out. Let's start again. Let's do Control R, scroll up on your mouse until you've got around 6 cuts. Press return. Okay. Now thinking of different ways to do it. Right, okay. So we'll grab this one and this one. Then we'll just move this up. Okay, this one, and this one. Move this up. and then this one and this one, and move that up. So just do it trial and error, just keep doing it until you've got a decent curve in there. Just keep going until you're happy with it. So this one needs to go up quite a bit. That one can come down actually because that's higher than that. There. That one down a bit more. That one down a bit more. That one down a bit more. Down a bit more. Just sort of eyeball it until you've doesn't look too bad. I think that needs to be a little bit more rounded here. So let's do that. Let's drag them up a bit at a time. You'll probably end up with a far better curve than me, but it's all about it's getting a little bit better. So it comes out down and it's quite a slope down. I think that's not too bad. Yeah, I think we'll run with that. Now, what I didn't do was reduce the size of this. Okay. So let's grab these, all of these. So B, select these and scale on Z. Scale SZ. Now what we need to do is go into wireframe mode. Okay, so we are. Let's go to 3. And once again we've got to sort of eyeball this, so scale in on Z, SZ, scale into about here. So grab these next ones, SZ, actually so delete these. Right, let's start this again. So B, select these, Alt, left mouse button, select these. Now we're relatively happy with that thickness now. That's what I should have done initially. So press Edge, Bridge Ends Loops. Right, okay, it hasn't got that edge. Right, so B, range select, Edge, Bridge Ends Loops. Okay, we're here. Then now, let's have a look now if we can use the number of cuts. I don't know why it does that. So go back one stage, Control and Z. So let's try again. Edge loops. I'm determined to get this to work, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Open loop. And let's see now, number of cuts. Alright, still doing that silly thing. Right, let's go back here. Not sure what this does. Let's go back here, get our 6 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 edge loops. Move them all up, then deselect that one and that one. Sorry, Control Z and that one. B, middle mouse, select across, and that deselects them. Then bring this up. B, middle mouse, select that, deselect, and that, and bring this up. And just toy around with these until you get the right angle. B, select these. Drag these up. So, just looking at the line, just seeing where we are. There needs to be quite a bit higher. Now select these quite a bit higher. But looking on that to get a gradual curve down. And here, B, select these, bring these up. B, select these, and bring these up. And lastly these, and bring these up. Now that is sort of looking a bit better. I think it's a bit thicker here than we've got it. So I'm going to select these. I'm going to select these. And select these. I'm going to select these. And just drag them down a bit. These down a bit. And these down a bit. So we're getting somewhere. So there's a bit of a gradual slope, and if you want to play around with it, please do. But that's where I am at the moment with it. So that's the front bit. That was quite a tricky bit to do. Should have been a lot quicker than that, but never mind. So there we are. So that's another episode on the chassis. Hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.